Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the Board of Public Works and Safety meeting for May the 20th of 2021. Roll call, please. Here. Here. Good enough. Number 3, conflict of interest statements of the board.
No, sir.
No? No. Approval of the minutes of the meetings of April 8th, 2021 and April 15th, 2021.
I make a motion to approve those minutes.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I think we got a mouse on a wheel.
I thought somebody came off a mute.
Went on mute, I think, is what happened. I'm not sure.
Doesn't it sound like the venting
Yeah,
up here?
that's why I'm wondering if it's coming. Gotcha, okay.
Okay. Correspondence, item A. Correspondence received from Chief of Police William A. Short requesting approval of the retirement of Sergeant Daniel Kender effective July 13th, 2021. The resignation of Records Clerk Alexandra Stahura effective May 17th, 2021, and disposal authorizations.
Okay, I make a motion to approve Chief Short's request and also the disposal authorizations.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item B, correspondence received from Fire Chief Jeffrey Smith requesting approval of the retirement of EMT 1 Eric Wesley, Engineer Michael Maynard, Captain Scott Seaman, Assistant Chief Jack Callahan, Engineer Russell Dewis, and Captain John Fruth.
Make a motion to approve Chief Smith's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item C, correspondence received from the Hammond Port Authority requesting permission to install informational signage on the College Boulevard right-of-way near the intersection of New York Avenue.
So, Mr. President, this is a three-way sign. I should say three-slot sign. It has Cal College, the Port Authority, and Polygon on it. This was an agreement that was reached between those three entities. Port Authority took on the cost of it. Actually, they're sharing the cost three ways.
This is the sign to the entry point, right?
Correct,
To those
correct.
properties?
And there's also been some concrete that's been redone on that pad area, which has been a great improvement. It's right along New York Avenue, about 2500 New York Avenue.
All right.
Make a motion to approve the Port Authority's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item D, correspondence received from the Hammond Port Authority advising of the annual 4th of July fireworks Independence Day night 2021 celebration at 6 Hammond locations and in the Hammond Marinas Boater Appreciation Night festivities on Saturday, July 10th, 2021 with fireworks display.
This actually was in front of the park board yesterday as well. There were two parks that they're using. There's also other areas. The only thing I would just mention is that just to confirm that the vendor, I think it's Mad Bomber, has the city listed as an additional insured on their policy of insurance. So if Lynn can confirm that with Mylan, I think we'd be good to go.
Do we notify the neighborhoods that we're doing this, Kevin?
Well, so the Special Events Committee, which is usually Donna, Jill,
Right.
et cetera, I think they were talking about putting flyers out in certain areas, and obviously it'll be on Facebook.
Okay.
Well,
They'll be able to figure it out.
you would hope, yeah, I mean, this should be a good thing, so people don't have, they can sit in their yards and hopefully see the fireworks from all over the city.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then I will make a motion to approve Port Authority's request and ask that they prove, or that the city is insured. Is that what you're asking? Okay.
I think, yeah, it's in there somewhere.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Yeah, we'll make sure we get the certificate. Item E, correspondence received from Calumet College of St. Joseph requesting Gaspar Avenue be closed on Thursday, July 22nd, 2021, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. for a 5K stumble. No residents or companies will be impacted by the closure. We will contact Polyjohn to inform them.
Okay. Yeah, it's just that little street anyway, right there, right off.
Yep, right off of New York, right?
New York,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I make a motion to approve Calumet College request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item F, correspondence received from the Hammond Development Corporation requesting permission to hold a peaceful protest and parade on Friday, May 21st, 2021, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., beginning at the Hammond Police Department, 519 Douglas Street, advanced to Franciscan Alliance Hospital, 5454 Homan Avenue, and back to the Hammond Police Department.
I'm not sure if anybody from HDC is here, but it's my understanding that they're just trying to comply with the request. I think they sent a similar request to the police department. If they didn't,
They did.
They did, okay. So as with any, protest or parade permit, we just want to make sure that the police department's informed, that the police department's aware, and that they're going to provide necessary, crowd control to make sure people are, staying not blocking traffic, staying in the right of way, things like that. So,
Yeah.
okay, as long as PD's on top of it, then
Okay.
we have no objection.
Okay. I will make a motion then to approve the Hammond Development Corporation's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item G, correspondence received from Hammond High School requesting permission to use parking spaces at City Hall on Saturday, May 22nd, 2021, for alumni visiting the school before it closes. We approved one of these last week as well, and it worked out well. I mean, it worked out well.
It's a Saturday too,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve Hammond High's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, let's see here. Item H, correspondence received from Ms. Judith Hernandez, 6403 Jackson Avenue, requesting permission to block Cleveland Street on Saturday, June 12th, 2021, from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. for a party.
How much of Cleveland Street does she want to block? Does it say?
From Jackson
Oh,
to the alley,
alley.
so probably the property
alley.
line for the house.
Gotcha.
Can we push this down the road for a week, just so, I'd like to do a drive-by.
To look at it? Yeah, I would too. yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion to set this over for next week's meeting to give us the opportunity to see the area that she wants blocked. So I'm going to make a motion to set this over for, what is next week? The 27th?
Yep.
To next week's meeting, May 27th, 2021.
I second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Item I, correspondence received from Ms. Tara Ramirez requesting an extension of 2 weeks to park a storage pod in front of her house. Darn. They've been heavy work schedule.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have a problem with it, right? We okayed it in the first place, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to make a motion to approve Ms. Ramirez's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I forget the address.
60, yeah.
Tom Lagoon, okay, and I want to do it, I'm going to do a drive-by anyway.
Gotcha.
Did we approve? We did, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Copious amount on this agenda today. Just, I'm getting a little confused. Item J, correspondence received requesting rental registration hearings.
I make a motion to set those for June 10th, 2021.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item K, correspondence received from the resident of 634 114th Street requesting permission to hold a college graduation party with street closure on June 12th, 2021, from noon to 8 p.m. I think I would like to do the same thing, Jeff.
Okay,
I'd like to do a drive-by.
next week.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion to set this matter over to next week for status. We're going to give us an opportunity to drive by and see the area to May 27th, 2021.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item L, correspondence received from Corporation Counsel, Mr. Kevin Smith, requesting titles for vehicles sold in the auction of May 22nd, 2021 be released to Public Works.
The board's already approved that sale this Saturday. That's just so that we can have the titles transferred over and they can be released to the purchasers on the date of the sale, which is important.
Okay, it is.
Then I will make a motion to approve Mr. Smith's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I do see the city controller here, if we could jump ahead for a minute. If she has anything she'd like to add under old business in regards to waste management?
Good morning. So we did
Morning.
receive payment from Waste Management in full, which included the late fees. We've not received any other correspondence from them, so I'm assuming they just wanted to pay and get it over with. So I guess until, they come back before the board, if that is something that they wanted to pursue, we're going to go ahead and issue their 2020 and 2021 licenses. If the board wishes to, refund those fees moving forward just because of miscommunication. I'm not sure exactly why they didn't show. I don't think this is working. Is it working? There we go. Okay. We can issue a refund at a later date, but as of right now, just, I guess, since they sent payment, we'll go ahead and process. So no board action required.
And this is for 2020 and 2021?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
No problem.
No action. Okay. And Mr. Smith, do you have an update on
Yeah,
Yemenite Auto?
could we, I know that we have some folks here from Jimenez Auto, if we could maybe have them up first, or do we have anybody from Jimenez Auto? Mr. Molina? No?
I don't see him.
All right, well, just take it in the regular order. I mean, I have an update for you if you'd like. They're meeting with the city planner on a site plan, so if I would like it kicked over for 60 days for a status.
Okay.
Thank you.
July 22nd or 29th?
And if we could make sure that get notice to Mr. Molina and his clients.
Okay. July 22nd or 29th? Is 22nd okay?
Yeah. That's
Okay. Then I'm going to,
You know what, I won't be here on the 22nd of July. Can we move it to the first meeting in August?
yes? The 5th?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll make a motion to set the matter over for Jimenez Auto to August 5th, 2021.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Thank you. Let's, matters from board members, we do not have any.
No.
Okay. Matters from department heads, are there representatives here this morning? No. All right, new business. Item A, notice of violation, 3824 Homan Avenue.
Morning, Board.
Morning.
Morning.
Upon inspection of the property at 3824 Homan, we had came to discover that the property contained a separate kitchen, but it was not considered to be a separate unit because there was no separation between the two. There was an archway on the south side and the north side that showed them, but there just happened to be two kitchens. I've already spoken to the owner, and he's agreed to remove the north side kitchen just to convert it to a proper single-family home, so we just asked that the board affirm the removal.
Okay, then I will make a motion to confirm the removal of the second kitchen at 3824 Homan Avenue.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you, board.
Thank you. Okay. Item B, order to rescind and release order to demolish property located at 1940 Lincoln Avenue.
This was before the board last week. This is just the paperwork. I think I advised the board it was coming before you.
All right.
Okay, then I will make a motion to approve the order to rescind and release order to demolish property located at 1940 Lincoln.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item C, rental registration hearing, 7408 Jarnicki Avenue. Looks like we might be on top of it, maybe. I'm hoping. I'm already.
This is the property address that had came up previously with Mr. Alcantar. We did have a discussion and worked out the occupancy arrangements over the previous years. So I'd submit to the board a recommendation of waiver of the late fees due to COVID-related reasons. And Mr. Alcantar has been made aware of the homestead exemption currently being claimed on this property, as well as the property in Nevada, and will submit the required documents to county to have everything corrected.
All right.
Okay, then I will make a motion to approve the agreement with the homeowner and the city.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. He signed it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
May 20th.
Number 2, 1039 May Street, 4424 Dearborn Avenue, and 518 Detroit Street.
For these properties, it looks like the property owner owes for 2020. Awesome. And he is registered every year prior. So I do have the recommendation of waiver of late fees due to pandemic reasons. If the owner is in agreement, I have one prepared for each property that he could sign, and I would submit to the board to waive the late fees for those properties.
Go ahead, sir. You agree to that? You agree to that? We're going to waive the late fees for you?
Yep. So this is a recommendation to waive late fees due to COVID, as you registered your rental properties on time every year prior. So the city is extending this agreement to property owners, realizing the difficulties of last year that presented issues for everybody.
Yes, meaning, I just have to pay the
$5.
Yep, fine.
We'll have you sign it over here while
Yep.
that keeps going. Come on over here.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, I will make a motion then to approve the agreement between the homeowner and the city.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 3, 2260 Indianapolis Boulevard, 937 Myrtle, 4318 Clark Avenue, 4219 Grover Avenue, and 6544 Monroe Avenue.
After Attorney Sword was here to represent the property owner, he ran to obtain the cost. There was an agreement in place, so I'll present to the board the findings and decisions.
We could just skip that one until Attorney Sword comes back.
Okay,
That's fine, too.
all right. 6332 Garfield Avenue. Robert Ross.
So this is a single-family home property. It looks like we're here in front of the board today for the years of 2018, 2019, and 2020. The last time the property was registered was in 2017. The owner has owned the property listed with the Lake County Assessor since 1998. And then in 2010, the property owner was assessed a late fee for that year as well. Yep. Go ahead, you can address it.
I'm actually the property manager. We registered it for 2021. The previous management, we just took over the management, so that this is actually to do with the previous management. The guy who used to manage it had been in the hospital for several months. I'd like to go ahead and, whatever I need to do to take care of those last 3 years so we can stay current. I do manage other properties in Hammond, like over 20, and we're current with all of our other properties.
And they sold the property, or did,
No, he's still, it's the same owner, but he switched
he
management
switched
to me.
management companies?
Yes.
Okay. Just so I understand, Nick, no registrations for 18, 19, and 20, correct?
Correct.
And there's a history prior to?
Previously, there was a late fee assessed in 2010.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So you took over,
I just took over, and this used to be managed by a company called Calumet North, and he's been in the hospital a lot the last year or two, so I don't know.
oh, that's the last reg.
I
Okay,
can't answer for these last 3 years, but I would like to get it all squared away.
gotcha. Sure, so would we.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion to apply the late fee for 2018 and waive the late fee for 2019 and 20. I think that's fair.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
Sure. Well, you can hang sure. For the meeting, and they'll get you a copy of that decision. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Looks like the
Number 5, 3104 Crane Place.
Yeah, so we are here on a single-family home rental property for 2020. The owner, let's see, just actually settled through our collection agencies in 2019 because they owed from 2016 through 2019 for a total of $2,020. The settlement was accepted in September of 2019 through Smith-Ursuch's office for a total of $520, which means the city, or the agreement set aside $1,500 owed for the years between 2016 and 2019. And so we're in front of the board again for 2020's rental registration.
What about for 2021? Is it okay?
Well, they accepted it as soon as, once our department receives a rental registration, if we notice that they owed previous years, what we'll do is we'll accept their current rental registration if they schedule the hearing in front of the board, or pay the $500 late fee.
Okay.
So this property just gotten out of a settlement arrangement for 2016, 17, 18, and 19, which was settled in 2019, and then missed the very next year. So, is anybody here on behalf of 3104 Crane Place?
Yeah.
Seeing as the owner fails to appear, I would request the board deny the appeal of the late fees for 2020.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I make a motion to approve that recommendation to apply the late fees for 2020 at a cost of $500.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
Thank you.
Let me know when you're ready, Nick. 2647 165th Street, 5328 Maywood Avenue.
So it looks like we have, these are two multi-unit apartment buildings. Looks like they were registered, previously on time. We're here on 2020. It's T&R Summers Properties has been the owner since May 17th of 2017. My only concern would be for 2017, 2017, 18 units are registered. 2018, 21 units are registered. In 2019, 18 units are registered. And then we're here under the stipulation of 21 units for 2647, and then 8 units for 5328. So I'm just, I'd like to determine actually how many units need to be registered, and in the event, then we have 2017 and 18, which are short by 3 apartments, if the affidavits hadn't been submitted.
Sir?
Hi.
Morning.
Good morning.
Just let us know why the different numbers each year.
Yeah, there are 21 units. I don't know, well, I was using a management company for part of that. The city had us down for having 18 units for a while. So I don't know if that was our mistake, if we were taking off guidance off what the city's, there's 21 different addresses, but when you link it to one address, there was only 18 units linked to that. And so I think it was just an honest mistake by my management. It's possible we had 3 vacant units the whole year also, so I don't know if that means we still have to pay them or not. But either way, there are 21 units. Last year and this year, when I was doing it, because I manage it now, we paid for all 21 units.
Yeah, so I would be okay for the previous years of 2017 and 2019, if we can get affidavits submitted just to account for the paperwork for those units in the event they were vacant. And they have submitted registration and made the attempt to keep the property current over the years, so of their ownership. So I would, yeah, as long as we can get the paperwork updated, I can leave it up to the board and your decision, what you guys would like to do with it.
What year did you want the affidavits for?
We'll need 3 affidavits for 2017 and then 3 affidavits for 2019. To be honest, from 2018 to 2019, the inspector probably should have caught the difference when they registered 3 additional units in 2018, and then in 2019 saw it go back down to 18. So we could have addressed it then. So that's why I'll offer the opportunity to submit the affidavits to cover those units for those years. That'll bring us current, and then just to make sure moving forward we register the correct amount of apartments at the property, then I'd be fine with that.
And the history that you know of has been good?
Yeah, since they've owned it, they've registered on time and, haven't had.
And we're just talking 165th Street, right? Right now?
Right. And Maywood too, we haven't had any issues between the
Oh, and that's 8 units, you said, right?
8 units,
For
correct.
2020?
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion then to waive the late fees for both properties. However, sir, we would like you to give us an affidavit for 2017 and 2019 explaining what happened to those 3 apartments each year. If they were rented, you need to pay $5 each unit for those 2 years. Okay?
Absolutely.
Is that understandable?
Yep.
Okay, that's my motion then.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'll get you a copy of it and have to take it downstairs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, the next property, I think, is 709 Gazan Street.
You would be correct.
Okay, I think this was one that Lynn had mentioned that we may have had a guard notice for this individual. So is anybody here for 709 Gazan? If we could set this over 2 weeks, that way I can have ample time to contact the owner, make sure that they're aware the hearing was scheduled for today. And I'll notify them of the new date.
Do you want me to do June 3rd or did that 10th, what we're doing the other ones? June 10th?
10th?
Okay, I'm going to make a motion to set it over to June 10th for status.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. The 521 Florence?
I'm here, sir, Zoom.
521 Florence here?
Yes, sir, I'm here by Zoom.
Yep. Okay.
Did you call me? I'm hard of hearing.
No, sir, this is for Florence. What address are you here for?
I'm 709.
Oh, you are here for 709 Gazan. Okay. It looks like, well, I'm sorry, if we can,
Yeah, I can't hear very good.
okay. If we can take a step back to the Gazan one, it looks like the owner is
Give
present.
us a minute, sir. We're going to step back to the previous order of business. We'll be right with you.
Okay, you
Thank
hear
you.
me?
Thank you. Yes. We can hear you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so it looks like for 709 Gazan, looks like there was, this is a 4-unit property, and looks like they took owners, they've owned the property for some time now. Now, are you Mr. Vaughn?
Yes,
Okay, and this company here, Pregnant Properties?
yes.
Okay. All right, so looks like they registered on time, missed 2020, and then 2021's rental registration was held. I believe it was mailed in, so that was placed on hold to notify the owner that we missed 1 year. So I do have, the recommendation to waive the late fees for 2020 due to COVID, as the property was registered every year prior. So that way we can have 2020 and 2021's rental registration process. So if you agree to this is an agreement to waive them. I just need you to sign and then print your name with your phone number, and then the board can review it and accept it, if they so choose.
We haven't done that one yet. Oh, that's what he's here for, storage, okay.
What, I go across the street to pay this now?
No, what you do is you sit tight, we'll get you a copy for after the meeting, and then we can go downstairs and take care of it, okay?
Because I got this all made out for it.
Perfect, that'll work, all right? Just hang tight, I'll get you a copy after the meeting.
I have to wait after the meeting?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good?
yes.
Okay, I will make a motion then to approve the agreement between the homeowner and the city.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Back to 521 Florence.
521 Florence.
All right. So I have,
Morning, gentlemen.
so Olivia Nelson as the property owner since January 3rd of 2017. In that time frame, it looks there was a significant amount of work that had to be done on the property within a unit that was deemed uninhabitable due to code requirements. It seems that the owner cooperated, hired contractors, got permits pulled, took care of, everything. The inspections department was requested of her to bring the property back into compliance. Now, they did sign up for water service in 2019. The water department has record of that. So it hasn't been registered for 2019 and 2020. So I do have the recommendation prepared to recommend a waiver of the late fees for 2019 and 2020, as that was the first period of time when they could have had a tenant occupying the property. So if the owner is in agreement to the recommendation to waive it for these years, just make sure that we register it on time for years in the future.
Hello,
Sir?
gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. I'm sorry, I'm not really sure that I understand, but I just want to say that I didn't, when I purchased the property, I wasn't aware that I was purchasing it with these violations. Apparently, a public works meeting wasn't recorded, according to Mr. Kearney, and so I was not aware. So it was actually not myself that had the property as multiple units, but it was a previous owner. So I did in fact pull all the necessary permits as per Mr. Kearney, hired contractors as he requested, and we did everything he did. The only reason why we pulled the water in 2019 is because we had to pull permits for area plumbing, and they opened the water service themselves. It wasn't me. It was through the contractor. The only reason that I understand I'm here today is because when we actually rented the property. I'm not an investor. My family lives in Hammond. I live in Florida, and my parents go back and forth. They just stopped going because of COVID. So we rented the property in September to a family friend of yours that's a Hammond resident in September. When I contacted the city told me, oh yeah, you just go online and look at what you have to do to be able to pull, to get a registration certificate. So I went online and I did that. I printed it out, and then I read on there that it says I acknowledge that this fee is due yearly between January 1st and April 15th. So since I rented the property almost in October, I just thought that I had to pull the rental receipt. I had to pay for it between January and April, which in fact, not only did I do that, I submitted it in January, but then they didn't receive it or claim they didn't. Then I spent $50 out of pocket to overnight it to the lady before April 15th. And that's when I found out that she said, oh, well, you had to register in 2020. I said, well, I only rented at the end of October, and I didn't know in good faith that because of what it says on the rental receipt, I'll be very frank, it's not clear. It says between January 1st and April 15th. So I just want to appeal to you, gentlemen. Times are very hard for us. $500 is a lot of money. We've done everything we possibly could to comply with your office, contractors and everything, and we've done everything right. We just made a mistake on, a 3-month mistake, and I'd like to appeal that you waive this $500 fee for us, because it's just not something we can really afford.
And again, your recommendation is to waive the late fees for?
Correct, for 2019, 2020. Initially, when the owner purchased the property, in November 8th of 2017, a homeowner's affidavit was actually filled out and submitted, declaring that the owner would reside in the rear house of the property. And, we understand that, the current owner did not create or construct the illegal space that was at the property, and we understand that they made every attempt to comply with our request for removal, which is in part, why I'm agreeing to submit the waiver, the recommendation to waive the late fees for 2019 and 2020. We operate off of the Water Department records to verify consumption, and that's why when they went in to register and turn the water on, everything was inspected and approved. That's when we kind of start our occupancy assumption. So that's why we had requested $5 registration for 2019 and a $5 registration for 2020.
And 2021 is done?
Correct, yeah, that would be completed upon the request for the
Okay.
hearing. Yep.
Have you heard that, sir? Mr.
Yes,
Nelson?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so, since you're not able to sign it, you verbally agree to the agreement, we're going to waive the late fees for you?
Yes, sir, I verbally agree to that, yes.
Okay, then I will make a motion to waive the late fees for 2019 and 2020.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
You're on 1419 Michigan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How you doing, sir? All right, so this property, it looks like we are here on a rental registration for 2019. Looks like the property was registered for 2020, 21. It's been the same owner since 2011. The one thing I did notice was that there is a homestead tax exemption claimed on this property at 1419 Michigan. So I have the form that the property owner can fill out and submit to the Lake County Auditor to have that adjusted, as well as the recommendation of a late fee waiver, as this is the only year that they've ever, been late. And given, what started to occur in 2019, I would be willing to extend that to the property owner.
It's one unit, Nick?
Right, single family home.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Good. Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the agreement between the homeowner and the city for 1419 Michigan.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
So make sure you fill this out and you get that to Lake County, because you're getting a homestead tax exemption on this property, and it's a rental. You can only get that homestead.
But she lives in there. She lives in there. She lives in there and rent one portion of the house.
Right, okay, so then you gotta make sure they're getting a proper adjustment, because that's a
Okay.
full, okay?
I
So just
will.
make sure they understand, that if she's occupying part of the property and another part is a rental, then that's what they need to determine, because we've had this
Okay.
listed as a single-family home with her occupancy at 1438 Shell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I own that house now.
Right, Okay,
The
so,
papers are changed and everything on that
right,
property,
okay, all right.
okay?
Thank you.
She's my ex-wife, you know.
No problem. After the meeting, we'll get you a copy of that, and then you can take it downstairs and register for that year, okay?
Okay,
All right, thank you.
thanks a lot.
No problem.
All right, thank you, sir.
And these, I gotta
Yeah,
take
just-
it to Convoy.
Yeah, hang on, sit down with her and fill it out so they can make a proper adjustment to it.
Oh,
All
okay.
right? We are on 4332 Toll Avenue.
Yes.
All right. So it looks like we have a 2-unit property. You here for toll? Okay. It looks like this is for the year of 2021. It's a 2-unit. Now, okay. Yeah, so they actually, it was just put in the LLC in February 25th of 21. Is that correct? Here, you can step up. So
Yes,
you-
we just bought the property.
Okay.
We were under the impression that the old owners had registered the house and all we had to do is transfer our name into it. But they didn't register and we didn't know. So we went to, when I verified the sticker, it was like the 14th. And I let my sister know. And then on the 15th in the morning, I called the city. And they said, we'll try to get the papers in, and we tried to put all the paperwork together, but we didn't finish on time. So then they said, come in Monday, and that's what we did.
Okay.
This is an easy one, right?
So it looks like this is their first involvement,
Yeah.
with the registration process, so I'll leave it up to the board. It does show that Mr., I'm sorry, how you pronounce your last name?
Ocasio.
Ocasio is a member of the LLC, which is listed as the owner of the property, so he'd be able to act on behalf of it.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion then to waive the late fees for both units for 2021.
Thank you.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
I have a quick question, though. To get the sticker and to pay for it, I could do that today?
Yes.
Then if you hang tight after the meeting, they'll get you a copy of that finding and decision. You can take that downstairs, fill out the registration form, and then they'll allow you to register for this year.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
260 Vine Street.
No, we got 6429 Kennedy Avenue and
Okay, yeah.
6431 Kennedy
That's
Avenue.
right. I did that. Out of order.
Mr. Robert Castillo.
Right.
know,
Kennedy,
we'll-
6429 through 31 Kennedy.
We'll come back. I should have went back to the attorney during it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Looks like we have a 2-unit property over commercial. Yeah, and then we actually had recent reconnects where there were some issues with the units. However, since the owner fails to appear, I would request that the board deny the appeal of the late fee. They have owned the property since 2014.
And we're just looking at, what, 2020?
2021, I believe.
2021?
Yes, yeah, 2 units for 2021.
So 1 unit each?
Correct, yeah, each, so the way that it's on the agenda, it's the same property. It's just, the address is assigned to each individual unit instead of like, the address is 6429 through 31 Kennedy, and instead of it unit 1 and 2, they just did 29 and 31, so.
So we're looking for 2021.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, then I will, I'm going to make a motion to waive the late fee for one of the units for 2021 and apply the late fee for the other unit for 2021 at a cost of $500.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Before we get to Vine, let me go back. I see Mr. George is back.
And these are, and I've already
Or-
gone through it with them. We just need your signature on it. He's here for Mr. Mendy, who's in the hospital.
Yeah, at the same time.
And I've let him know he's got the check, so after the meeting, he's gonna go down and get the sticker.
So you're in agreement with all these? All right, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Waiving the late fee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make a motion to waive the late fee for 2260 Indianapolis Boulevard, 937 Myrtle, 4318 Clark Avenue, 4219 Grover, and 6544 Monroe.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Now we're at 260 Vine, Nick.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Carlos Rodriguez?
Mr. Rodriguez? All right. So we have a two-unit property, which Mr. Rodriguez is here to appeal the late fees for 2021. It was registered in 2020, and Mr. Rodriguez took over ownership of the property April 17th of 2020. Go ahead, sir.
Morning, sir.
You're saying
Morning.
you've already,
It's for 2020.
Well, I just forgot.
For this year, you forgot?
Yes.
so we've already assessed the late fees, Nick? Is that what you're saying?
No, no. this
Oh, we
is-
haven't.
Yeah, Mr. Rodriguez was just late to register
Oh, I see,
the two
okay.
units for this year.
Okay, I got you.
You good? Okay, I'll make a motion to waive the late fees for both units for the year of 2021.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Stick around after me and then get to the paperwork that you can take downstairs and register for future, okay? Awesome.
This one's that. We all
And
got
that
those.
should conclude the rental registrations for today.
Yay. See, this one is fine.
Okay, garage sale permits submitted for approval.
2 a.m.?
I hope not.
I'm hoping that's 7 a.m. Okay. Make a motion to approve the garage sale permits?
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Moving on right along to old business. Item A has been determined. Item B has been determined. Item C, covenant of use restriction on property located at 4238 Dearborn Avenue.
Billboard. I have received in the mail from the owners the signed covenant of use of restriction, and it has been notarized, so all we'd have to do now is just have it recorded with the county.
Okay, so we're just acknowledging that because I think we did defer it last week because we weren't, it wasn't signed, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just approve the covenant then?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll make a motion to approve the covenant for 4238 Dearborn.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Item D, status on property located at 3837 Cameron Avenue.
So I've spoken to Bill Luter. He is supposed to be doing the inspection of the garage to verify the conditions so we can see what they need to do in order to remove it from the demo list, but it has not been scheduled yet. If we can set this out I would say another 30 days, just to make sure we get that inspection scheduled.
Okay.
So this is the one where they won't get their stuff out of the garage so we can get this. So either we need to call them, I think we might need to either get them in here or let them know, like, look, it's either get your stuff out of the garage so we can do the inspection, or we have to knock it down.
I feel like we've done, I mean, haven't we kind of done
I
that?
thought they said it was empty the last time they were here.
They were asked to come in and at least fill out the demolition inspection permit form. We were willing to waive the fee for them.
Right.
And that has not been completed. Now, Bill has taken it upon himself to reach out and attempt to schedule it even despite that, but we really need the paperwork on file so we can continue through the actual process like we do with every other property.
We set it over for 2 weeks and ask them to have them order to appear.
Sure.
Just and let us know about it. I think that way we'll just, and ask Mr. Luter to appear, get everybody here, Chris, because then sounds like it might be the only way we're gonna push this along.
Third then, is that what you're saying? Okay. Then I will make a motion to set this for status to June 3rd, 2021.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
June 3rd, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this is going on a while.
I agree. Okay, item E, demolition status on properties located at 847 117th Street and 4905 Linden Avenue.
The 117th Street's Rupp Library, which you guys are aware of. I don't know if anybody's here on that.
No, he's not here.
They're waiting for the rehab agreement. I've been in contact with them. Bill has walked through the property and has done the demo inspection. So I think they're just waiting to sign and accept the rehab agreement.
Okay.
They're ready to move forward on that.
Let's set it for 30 days then, just so we can make sure the rehab agreement's in by then. Maybe just mention that to Bill. Is that,
Okay, we're gonna do one at a time, then you make a motion on
let's
this
Please,
first one?
yeah.
June 24th?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Sure.
Kevin, is that good? Yes, sir. Okay, then I'm gonna make a motion to set 847 117th Street for status to June 24th, 2021.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
4905 Linden.
This is a property owned by Mr. Darren Taylor. Apparently, the progress continues to be very, very, very slow. I guess I would ask the inspections department to please give us an update. Maybe photos would be helpful. I'm not sure which district would that be, Mr. Castro?
Yes, that would be the second district.
Castro, I didn't see him this morning. Okay. So, Nick, could you please ask Mr. Castro to give the board some updated photos? Could we do 30 days on that one too, Jess? We really need to kind of keep this moving. It's 2016.
Same date then?
Sure.
Okay, then I'll make a motion to set 4905 Linden over for status to June 24th, 2021 also.
I second.
All those in favor of such?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, item F, request received from Mr. Jason Hawkins, Inspector Code Enforcement, to continue the hearing on 7220 Parish Avenue to May 27th, 2021. Okay.
Objections, good? Okay, then I will make a motion to approve that request.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Item 10, meetings open to the public. Anyone signed up to speak to us? No. Okay.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Sit tight. We'll have your paperwork signed here in a second, and be able to complete your business.